Hello. So, class 11th students, we are here for gravitation. Actually, I discussed in my lecture today, but I know it very well that we are hardly getting time to solve number of a number of numerical problems. So, I have decided to solve more number of problems on on this channel, and then after that in the rest time or in classroom we will discuss other things, right? So I'm just helping you, or I am just showing you the way we have to attempt the numerical problems based on gravitation part. Okay, so here we have I have written two problems, question number 1 and question number 2, and on left side I'll discuss how we have to solve these problems. Okay, so one by one we should try to understand, we should see how we are going to implement our theoretical concept on solving these problems. Okay, once again I would like to say that these are very simple problems, very simple problem. So now the first problem is two particles each of mass m go around a circle of radius r, right, under the action of the mutual gravitational attraction. Okay, find the speed of the each particle. Now the question is, so this is your if I'm taking the two particles each of mass m, for example the one mass is here and another mass is here, right, go around a circle of radius r. This is r, so this will be r. Under the action of mutual gravitational force, find the speed of the each particle. So we have to find out the speed of the particles. So what we have to do, as I told you earlier, that under this case we have to equalize, or we have to equalize the force, or we have to consider the forces, what the forces are balancing each other, right? If we are talking about gravitational formula, as per Newton's law, we are getting here these two masses are at distance 2r from each other. So from Newton's law we can write, from Newton's law of gravitation, Newton's law of gravitation, what we are getting here, what we are getting here. So F will be equal to this, F will be equal to G m1 m2 upon r square, m1 m2 upon r square. So this is G, m1 is m and m2 is m, m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m, and the distance is r and r, this is 2r square. This is equation number 1. Fine. Now the second we have to find that which force is going to balance it. So this is this is the circular path, and in circle we have to consider centripetal force, or this force will be balanced by the centripetal force, right, because this is circular path. So this force will be equal to FC is equal to mv square by r. So mv square by r, so this is r. Fine. This is equation number 2. So under equilibrium, what is happening? Under equilibrium, Fg will be equal to Fc, and this is equal to centripetal force. Centripetal force, Fc. This centripetal force Fc. This is your gravitational force. So Fg is equal to Fc. So what we can write, Gm square and divided by 4r square, and this will be equal to mv square by r. R and r gets cancelled, m square gets cancelled, so we are getting here v is equal to gmr, and this gets cancelled, gm by 4r. So this is we can write here, this m gets cancelled, so what we are getting in the numerator, gm by 4r, and this will be equal to v square. So this is your velocity, this is meter per second. This is the velocity. Velocity is equal to, you know, under root gm by 4r. And what is r? R is the radius of the circle. So this is the way to solve this problem, right? So now I am moving on another problem, and the problem is, you know, okay, I hope the board is clear, everything is clear to you. Yes, yes, good, good. So now I'm coming on the second problem. You know, what is the second problem? I would like to make you clear one thing, one more thing, that we have, you know, in our discussion, we have concluded that if this is m1 and this is m2, so they are at distance r. So this is the unit vector r12 directed in this direction. This is unit vector r21 directed in this direction. So f12, this is f12, and this is f21 vector. So in, you know, in what we write in vector form, that this is g m1 m2 upon r square, and the unit vector is, you know, r21 vector. So keep in mind, this r21 negative indicates that these are coming, or this force is in the opposite direction of the unit vector. Okay, so this is negative type, so it is also indicating the force is attractive in nature. So if we are talking about, you know, f12 scalar form, so this will be equal to g m1 m2 upon r square Newton, right? So we have to keep in mind. Now the next problem is the mean orbital radius of Earth around the Sun is 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 kilometer. Calculate the mass of the Sun if g is equal to this much. Okay, so I am coming on the second problem. So I would like to rub it. Now the second problem is, you know, the mean orbital radius of the Earth around the Sun. If we are talking about this is the path, and this is, you know, elliptical path. This is elliptical path, but we are, you know, in a total, or for calculation, we are making it a circular path, right? This is circular path, right? This is circular path. So this is Sun, and this is r, and this is our Earth, right? The mean orbital radius of Earth around the Sun is 1.5. So r is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 kilometer. So this is 1.5 into 10 to the power 11 meter. Calculate the mass of the Sun. We have to calculate the mass of the Sun. Let ms is equal to mass of the Sun. Mass of the Sun, right? G, we are provided with G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. And now the, so these are the you know, expressions we have. So what we are doing here, yes, there will be you know, balance force. There will be a balance force, fine. And what will be the balance force? The balance force is Fg is equal to, you know, centripetal force Fc. Just like in the previous case we have solved, Fg is equal to Fc, centripetal force equal to gravitational force. So what is this Fg? G ms, and this is mass of the Earth. Me is equal to mass of the Earth. Me is equal to mass of the Earth, mass of Earth. And this is r square, and this will be equal to mv square by r, right? So this is me square by r. So this me and this me gets cancelled. So what we are getting here, you know, g ms upon r square is equal to 1 by r v square. But we have to find out, you know, mass of the earth. So this V must be known. So what will be this V? Velocity. Velocity, this is the complete peripheral. So this velocity will be equal to, this is velocity. So this velocity is equal to 2 pi r upon t. This is the t is time period. T is equal to time period, right? What is the time period? Time period we can take, 365 days we can take, because 3 time is equal to 365. It is more than that, but in approximation we can take 365 days, so that our calculation will be easy. And 365 into 24 hours into 3600, so this will be in second, right? So what we can write here, we can write here, this r and this gets cancelled. Gms upon r is equal to v square. It means 2 pi r whole square by t square, right? So this will be equal to 4 pi square r square and divided by t square, and this is g by r into ms. So what is ms? Ms is equal to 4 pi r square r cube and divided by gt square. This is your mass of the sun. So this is the value of mass of the sun. Now we have to calculate its value. Now this is it's a challenge. It's a challenge to calculate the value. So certainly I would like to save some time, and I would like to solve the calculation using calculator, because I have to save some time, and that will make the easier. But don't bring this calculation into your practice, because you are not provided with the calculator. So just do on your own by your pen and paper the calculation part, the multiplication, division. But because I have to save some time here, so I am taking the help of calculator. But don't bring this into your practice. It's my suggestion to all of you. Okay, so now I would like to rub some part. So it's better to rub this portion. Okay, so so this is your question, and after that I'm going to write over here. So this is, so I am writing from this place. So mass of the sun, this is 4 pi square. It means 3.14 into 3.14. So 9.5, 9.8596 pi square. This is 4. And radius is 1.25 cube. So this is 2.25 into 1.5 into 11 10 to the power 3. So this will be 33, and divided by gt square, 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11. This is minus 11 into t is 365 into 24 into 3600. So this is the value. So first of all 9.85. So this is the value 9.87. So after solving, if we are solving it, so we will get 2.01 into 10 to the power 30 kg. So my dear friends, we are here with another problem, and that is question number 1, and this we can say question number 3, and this we can say question number 4. So question number 3, third answer is what? A mass m is broken into two parts of mass m1 and m2. This is m1, this is your mass m1, and this is your second mass m2. M is broken, so let m1 is equal to m, and this is m minus m, because m is broken into two parts, m1 and m2. So there are two parts, m, small m, and capital M. How are m1 and m2 related? So that the force of gravitation attraction between the two parts is maximum. This is based on differentiation. I'm telling you. So let r be the distance. Let r be the distance between two masses m1 and m2. So force will be equal to, g m1 m2 upon r square. So this will be equal to g m into m minus m upon r square. Right, this is your force. And now we use the differentiation. Remember, for maximum value of f, we take first derivative df upon dm is equal to 0 for any function. This is the part of differentiation and you will learn in mathematics. Okay, so for any function, if you want to calculate its maximum value, then first step, take its first derivative and equate with 0, and then you have to find out the value of m, and after taking second derivative of this, and you have to substitute, right, this m1 m2. For example, this you are equating with 0, right, and you are getting m as m3 and m3 or m4. Then you will take d2f by dm2, and then you substitute df2 by dm2 second derivative, you substitute m is equal to m3, and if you are getting smaller than 0, it will give you maximum value. Fine. And if you are getting d2f by dm2 greater than 0 at m is equal to m4, right, you are getting minimum value at this m equal to m4. So this is the condition for maximum and minimum value. But we have to find out how are m1 and m2 related so that force of gravitational force of attraction is maximum. So we have to find out only the condition. We are not interested in finding out its value, we want to have the condition only, right, the condition only. So we are getting condition, so df upon dm. So what we are getting here, d upon dm, so this is g m minus m, right, upon r square. This will be 0. This implies that r is and g is constant, so g by r square you can take out constant, so this is gm m minus m square. This will be equal to 0. This is g by r square. Since g by r square is not equal to 0, so if we are dividing with 0, so what we are getting, d by dm, this is m minus m square equal to 0 if this is not equal to 0. Fine. So what we are getting here after division, what we are getting, so now I would like to rub this portion. Okay, fine. So now after that I am writing over here, right, so d by dm. So if we are differentiating d by dm m and minus d by dm m square, this will be equal to 0. So what we are getting here, m is a constant, dm by dm minus 2m, right, is equal to 0. So what we are getting here, m, this value is 1, m into 1 minus 2m is equal to 0. So m we are getting m by 2, and this is equal to m1 and this is equal to m2. So this is our answer. Fine. So m is equal to m minus m. So m minus m, first m1 is equal to m and m2 was equal to m minus m1. So m minus m by 2 will be equal to what, m by 2. So this is the condition. So this is your answer. That completes your problem. Fine. So now I am coming on another problem. I hope the board is clear. Yes, it's very much clear. So this is our answer, m is equal to m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m by 2. Very good. So now I am coming on second problem. Now the second problem is the body weighs 90 kgf on the surface of the earth. Okay, how much will it weigh on the surface of Mars, whose mass is this much and radius of the earth is this much? Now, so this kgf, so we can write w in kgf at earth. Okay, what is this? This is equal to 90 kgf. 90 kgf. So this is nothing but weight. This is the unit of weight. We can say this is the unit of weight, and this is nothing but mg. This is the value of mg. So there is nothing. Kgf weight, mg has got another unit also, kgf. We can say in place of Newton we can write kgf also, so don't worry. Now we have to calculate the weight. All right, mass we are provided on this, whose mass is 1 by 9, right? So we can get mass, Mars, mass on Mars is equal to 1 by 9, and radius r on Mars, this is equal to 1 by 2, right? This is the case. This is the case. So what we have to do here? We have to calculate the weight on, so we have to calculate W in kgf on where? On Mars. On Mars. This is the question. So now what we should do? So we have to find out first of all the weight. And weight, how we can say? So g on earth, what we have 9.8 meter per second square. This is the value. So the formula we can use, g is equal to gme upon re square. This is for earth, on earth. On Mars, and radius. This is question number 2. This is the case. This is the way we have to solve this problem. This is the case. First we have to write down the the concept and the formula, and the formula is g is equal to, this g is equal to gme upon r square, right? Fine. So now what we have to do? We have to calculate the value g Mars. Okay, so now look, g Mars upon g, and this will be equal to gm Mars upon r Mars whole square into re square and divided by gme. This we can write. So g and g gets cancelled, right? So now look, m Mars. So m Mars is 1 by 9, on suppose is 1 by 9, okay, and radius 1 by 2 of the earth. So this is, right. So what we can write here, m Mars upon me into re by r Mars, and this is whole square. So m mass upon me, this is equal to 1 by 9, so we can write here 1 by 9, and re by r, so this will be equal to re by, so this will be equal to 4 whole square, 2 whole square, so 2 whole square, so this will be equal to 4 by 9, 4 by 9 we can write. So g mass what will be? So g mass is equal to 4g by 9, right? So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate so this we have we have provided with, so this is g mass, right? And this is the weight of, so what is the weight? Now we can write, so what we have to calculate? Weight of the body, weight of body on Mars, right? This we have to calculate here on Mars. So this will be equal to m into g into Mars, right? So m, and what is g? G Mars is equal to 4 by 9 of g, 4 by 9 of g. So this is m into g into 4 by 9, and this weight of this body given, weight of any body on earth, we are provided with 90 kgf. So we can write here 90 kgf into 4 by 9, so this will be equal to 10, so this will be 10 kgf. So this is the way we have to solve the problem, right? So these are very simple problems, and one by one we will learn, we will solve a number of problems based on it in our next lecture. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Thank you.